Okay, so when I was in high school, we wrote journals, one a week, for an English class. And I was just skimming through my journal and looking at some of the previous things I had wrote and what my English teacher had wrote. And I found the very last two pages are right before I had my psychotic break. And this is whenever I was a junior in high school. So let's see. I was 17 years old, right before I got institutionalized. So here's a look at it. I'll read it, but as you can see, my English teacher had a lot of comments on it. I think she regrets some of these based on our last encounter right before I dropped out. It starts at the very top. Scatterbrained thoughts, no point, beware. And then it starts. I can't keep track of the date. Too lazy to find out. The color red. I think it is the perfect color to represent a personality disorder. One moment you are happy, thinking beautiful thoughts. The next, it is all red. Red represents scars, blood, death, all kinds of negative things. I suppose I am the color red tonight, blowing away in the wind, not end. I found I have a scratching problem. It gets worse pretty often. A month ago I woke up with 3 scratches across my chest. My mom says I should wear mittens to bed, but that would bother me even more. I think the color red comes out of me through stress. Anyway, now I have bad scars on my chest, my hands, and now my neck from today. It's the 27th, I remembered now, from all the tagging at work. There was really no point to this journal entry. It started off with a point, but I lost it. School and work, even though I do little of both, is so stressful, and then more scratching. Thank goodness I'm not bald. I scratch my head a lot. I don't know if that is because of stress or something else. This idea was actually given to me by my friend Sarah. She's crazy and was in a mental institution for a while, but she's better now. What a disappointing entry. This didn't turn out at all like I hoped. Maybe when I'm more stable, I will try again. Will this even count? Question mark. And my English teacher had written in the margins, more of this. Wow, I love this. And like reading Sybil or the Bell fan. I don't know, I could be reading that wrong. And then the next the next page, I will show you. This is my last entry. I don't know if that's going to actually show up backwards or frontwards, so I'll read it anyway. At the very top, before any dates, it says, Lena's voice is mine, but it is not what I want, not anymore, and it has an arrow pointing to the back of the page, but I'll read the front first. 829. Sometimes all I see is TV static. A blank mind produces blank thoughts. 831. Dick from In Cold Blood suffered a brain injury after his accident and his personality changed. You said you wanted to hear more about it, my side of it perhaps. Well, I've suffered head injuries, and I would say I've never been the same since then. Carly is disappearing, and 2 others have been forming for the past year, maybe longer, more recently, more noticeably. One has been given a name. I let her be, and I wrote her name. Although she has more control over me than myself, she would be my bad destructive side. I spelt destructive with the G for some reason. She tells me this and that, a bad influence within myself. The third, parentheses, unnamed, appears whenever my anxiety and stress cause me to break down. She plays the victim. She wants to run. She wants to get away from everything. Since school has started, she has defined herself more clearly. She has desires to die, to be depressed, and to be only taken care of. I hate her more than the first mentioned voice. They are merging more into one, the line thinning out. And then the handwriting gets really bad. My unnamed side is calling for help. Voice number one says to do bad things and forget about it. Carly wants success and relaxation and for number one and the unnamed to go away. But how? I sound so crazy. And then in really scratched up letters it says, you asked for it. And then the back of the page says, I let her in so easily during my times of anger. Now she is here and controlling everything. I want her out. Get her out. And then I underlined both of those outs. And then it says update 831, called hotline, told parents, getting help. And then you can see. So yeah, this was the breaking point. You know, it starts off with very very neat written. You know, you could write whatever you wanted to write about, which is why, you know, I went over a lot of topics about physics and dimensions. I think on December 19th, the year before, I said, let's see, was it this one? It was about perception. Give me one moment. Ooh, I can't believe I wrote about some of this stuff. Oh, here we go. It says, I don't know what it's supposed to say because in the margin it says, I have no idea what I meant to put here. I don't know. So yeah, okay. That was me at my worst, I would say. Um yeah, but after I wrote that last article, I think I was sent to some kind of counselor, and then I stopped going to school. It had been like the first week of my senior year, and then I went to the mental hospital like a week later. So, yeah, there we go. Anyway, I thought that would be something nice to share. It's you know, I've held on to this for so long because of, you know, it's memories, even if they're bad ones. Yeah. All right, well, thank you for watching. Bye.